I'm Mark, I play guitar in Patent Pending.
I'm Rob, I play guitar and do some singing in Patent Pending.
You're also really good at it too.
Ooh, and you're good.
Ooh, thanks, bro.
These are compliments.
I guess Patent Pending started 2001.
We weren't there.
I wasn't there. I wasn't even alive yet.
I was just a twinkle in my mother's eye. Is that how that works, or is it father's eye?
No, I think it's father's eye.
Alright, I was a twinkle in either one.
Someone's eye. Nowhere else. And then they did things for a few years, and then I joined the band in 2006-ish.
Yeah.
And I was hanging out for a while, and we met Rob on the road. And
on the road.
On the road. He was just there. Like, let's grab him.
I wonder if you can play guitar.
Hey, can you play? I'll play.
Then I figured it out, and then I joined the band. And now we're Patent Pending.
Here we are. We're 2 fifths of Patent Pending.
Yeah.
Other guys don't like pizza.
They don't like pizza in the campus. Let's start with the old albums that we weren't there for. They recorded a bunch of albums that we weren't there.
Yeah, and then an album called Save Each Other, Whales Are Doing Fine. And that came out in 2006. And then that was awesome. We toured with Gym Class Heroes and Cobra Starship on that album, and Zebrahead, and Bands, and Suburban Legends, and more bands. And then after that album was
Attack of the Awesome.
That's right.
Ooh. And then they did more tours with more bands.
With some more bands.
And then after that was I'm Not Alone, which is an EP. And then that was kind of just a setup before doing a full length. And then we kind of just did some more touring that year on our own. And then we put out Second Family album, and then did Warped Tour and did a tour with Bowling for Soup, a couple tours with them. And then went overseas with it, and we just got back from the UK with them, which is awesome.
And here we are.
And now we're here. And then all in the middle of that, right after we put out Second Family, we did the Billboard Awards. And that was awesome, because
That was this year.
That was this year?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Yeah, this is last May. And it was because of all the people that have been supporting us for all these years.
I want to say like 2005 or 2006. I was talking to my friends, and so I don't even know how this came up, but we're like, yeah, I could ride a bicycle across America. And my uncle is big on like running marathons and stuff, and I was just like, you think I could run a lot? And he was just like, absolutely not. Have you seen the shape you're in? And I was just like, you're right. And I was like, what can I do? He's like, I've seen people in your condition ride bicycles. I was like, condition? That's kind of messed up to say to me.
Mark, you have a condition.
So I was just like, all right, I'll do that. And I decided my family has a lot of heart problems. So it's like, since I'm going to do this, let's raise money for the American Heart Association. So, long story short,
that never makes a long story short, by the way.
No, it makes it way longer. Especially explaining that part of the long story short.
That's already longer.
I made a nonprofit organization called Marc Across America, and the idea was to spread awareness across the country of heart disease while raising money. And at the end of the trip, I raised somewhere around $3,000, $4,000 for American Heart Association, and I rode a bicycle from Levittown, New York to San Diego, California on a bicycle.
It's real. That's a real
That's
thing.
a real
He
thing.
got chased by wolves once.
Oh yeah, wolves. I almost got bit by a snake. Ooh. I was found on the street. They thought I was dead. I hallucinated. I one time called Joe, and he said I didn't speak one word of English.
That was also last Sunday.
That was just this morning.
So how did you take stops along the way, or like how did you
Straight shot.
I am so tired. No, I stopped every night. I didn't like to ride. I rode at night one night. It was in Arizona. It was the scariest thing. It was dead quiet in the desert, and like all you hear is like weird animals and everything.
That you didn't even know existed.
So I tried not to ride at night, but it ended up. So I would end up getting in at like the evening to a hotel and stay there, and a lot of hotels helped out with rooms and everything because of the cause, so it was really awesome.
Yeah, I was actually about to ask you about that. Did you have any other help other than hotel accommodation?
Yeah, Subway sandwiches. They
Just like Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, they fed me the whole trip.
A delicious cold cut combo.
It's a hole in one. Yeah, they fed me the whole trip, and it was awesome because I kind of like Subway too. So it worked out really nicely.
That's pretty much all we ate in England because their food's not famous for being great. So Subway was always there. So we're always like, this is a constant
Subway
we can always stick with. Eat at Subway and McDonald's, everyone.
Cash starts falling.
Some guy hands us a stack with the dollar sign drawn on it. All right.
So what came of it when you were all said and done?
I was way skinnier. I gained that weight back right away. My knee was a little busted. I had a lot of experiences, met some people. I ended up doing a sweat with some Native Americans, so that was awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Sure. So
A lot of it.
this is a story. I was riding my bicycle, down the highway in Oklahoma, and there's these two guys off to the shoulder chopping down trees. So I was like, let me stop and talk to these guys, because at this point I'm already like 25, 30 days in, I'm losing my mind. Like, I just need to talk to someone. So I'm talking to these guys, they're like, what are you doing? I was like, riding a bike across America. They're like, cool, idiot. And they're like, well, listen, help us chop these trees down, we'll give you a place to stay tonight, and we do this thing called sweat. And I was like, what do you mean? They're like,
We do this thing called sweat.
we do this thing called sweating. And I was like, what do you mean? They're like, well, we go into a tent, and all the steam and everything, and all these like powders, and I think maybe peyote. I don't know what was being put on this, but it's supposed to cleanse your whole body, get all the bad toxins out. And so I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do this. Probably the dumbest idea because I don't know these people, and they're taking me back to their place that they're making fire.
To make you into
So I was, sure, I trust you, let's go. So we go back, and they have these lava rocks, like rocks made out of like old lava, and you put it on the fire and everything, and they hold heat way more than normal rocks. And you go into this tent that is airtight, and there's like 6 of us in there, literally like a 75-year-old lady, the 2 dudes I met, the grandfather, all these amazing people. And I get in this thing, and they close the tent, and I'm like, what's about to happen to me? Because again, I don't know these people. I'm now in a dark tent with lava rocks. And so they put the rocks in the middle, and they pour water on it, and they start throwing stuff on it for smells and everything. And you start sweating, and it gets really difficult to breathe.
Like a sauna.
And it's literally like a really, really intense sauna. And we would take breaks, and every single time we would take a break, the father, not the grandfather, would be like, how you doing? I was like, I don't know, it's pretty difficult. And he goes, just realize there's a 75-year-old lady making it through it, so you can.
Yeah, you better.
So I was like, oh man. But after
They
that,
knocked you down a peg.
yeah, after I told you that night was the best sleep I ever had.
The sweat sleep.
Sweat. It was amazing. But those guys were amazing. And they made this stew. I honestly thought they were like fattening me up, getting me ready. But no, they ended up just being awesome people.
Dude,
That's so cool. So
Yeah.
how long did it take you the whole trip?
From first day to last day, including like a few days off, was 50 days.
It's really great.
Yeah.
Did you set out to do that, or was it just like kind of just I'm gonna do this?
I had no clue how long it would really take. And like, for example, the first day was Levittown to Palisades Park. It's like 40 miles, nothing. In the grand scheme of it, 40 miles is nothing. And I was just like, great. So I get to our friend Joey's house in Palisades Park. He's letting me crash there. And I'm like, hey, do you mind if I stay another day? Because I don't want to do it again tomorrow. And so after the first day, I had to take a day off. But then after that, I really got to emotion because I knew no one else. But I had no clue how long it would take. I think around Tennessee, I started trying to get on the schedule because my friends were flying out to San Diego to meet me there. And
had to beat 'em.
so I had to get there. But besides that, yeah, I had no clue how long it would take. I didn't train or anything, so I had no idea how many miles I could ride a day. I was clueless.
and he still made it back alive.
Somehow.
That's so when you finally got there, did you fly back or?
Well, I was originally going to ride a bicycle back.
Nope.
I couldn't do that. And then I was going to fly back, but then the band Zebrahead was doing a tour and was in San Diego that day. And their merch guy just broke his leg the night before, falling off a ramp. And like, do you want to ride home for free and do merch for us? Yeah, sure. I'll do that. It's so much more fun than flying. So I did that. got to hang out with Z-Red for 2 weeks.
And Unwritten Law.
Oh yeah, Unwritten Law was there too.
So during that time period, what did Patent Pending do? Did you guys like kind of just take a break for a little bit? Or?
I think they did a few shows here and there, but it wasn't like crazy amount. At that point, we just finished like a heavy amount touring, like maybe like a year straight almost, like with a month or two off. So it was a good idea just like to take those 2 months off kind of thing, you know? It gave everyone a break from each other.
I'm sure they were helping promote and all that, right?
Yeah, everyone was hanging out. Back then there was no Facebook or anything. You know, back in the day.
Back in the day, we didn't have no tweeters or no
tweeters.
instant pictures.
But I was like using like MySpace. I remember using like MySpace blog.
There was a Marc Across America MySpace.
Yeah.
It's still there.
It was in my top
Is it? How about that?
Do you have any other websites set up for it?
There used to be. It's not there anymore. I never paid the money for the site.
Okay.
You had them set up and that's good.
But I had like a full site and a blog on the site and a map of everything and I don't remember.
So let me ask you this: would you ever consider doing it again?
No.
Hey, hold on. We did talk. We're gonna do a team one.
Yeah, I'm very willing to do it again if there's people.
Yeah.
I cannot do it by myself.
I could definitely understand why you'd say that.
But
and, he started talking about it, and I was like, I'm in. And before he even told me what it was, he's like, I was like, I'm in. He's like, what are
hey,
you doing?
I'm thinking about doing something. I'm in.
We're going.
I'm thinking about getting Taco Bell for dinner. I'm in.
Or riding a bike across these United States.
Yeah, so I'd say I would consider it.
Probably, yeah.
You're considering
Not
creating a Kickstarter thing to get other people like-minded to get it on and make it like a bigger thing?
I mean, with the way Kickstarter is nowadays, like for me, I was stoked on raising $3,000 or $4,000. But with Kickstarter and like how promotion works nowadays, and it's so much easier, I feel like I could raise a ton more money. And maybe even do it more correctly.
Yeah.
And like, and it came down to the line where like I was supposed to leave one day, and then like these people convinced me like, oh, if you wait, we might be able to help you more. And so I waited, and then like if you wait more, we might be able to help you more. And it was like a Sunday at this point. And I was just like, I turned to my mom, I'm like, I think I'm just gonna leave tomorrow.
I'm just gonna go.
I'm tired of waiting, so I just left. But if it's planned out more, like planning would make it more successful in the long run.
I would just love to see the moment you left your house, like, bye mom, like get on a bike and.
Didn't you see photos? It's me hanging out with the Subway sandwich guy and Benny the Whale.
Where?
At my house.
No.
It's amazing. There's some good photos. Me wearing an American flag sweater on a bicycle.
I saw that one. I definitely saw that one.
Subway sandwich guy and Benny the Whale.
Oh, I saw that one?
Yeah.
Damn it. Oh, I guess I did then. Alright, so the photo I wanted to see, I saw it.
You got it. Alright, well, see you later.
I drove my car really far once.
Wait, like to New York?
Yeah, like from Pennsylvania to New York once.
So if people still wanted to donate to the cause, would they be able to right now? Or
At this point, you should just donate that right to American Heart Association,
yeah.
Which I suggest doing. It's a great cause. Maybe right now, donate to Red Cross, because that would really help out this whole area.
Yeah.
And I was always nervous about donating to Red Cross, because I never been in an area that's been hit by it, so I had no clue exactly what they did. But I got to go to some shelters and got to go to the coast recently from the Hurricane Sandy.
Yeah.
And the Red Cross people do such an insane, amazing job. It makes no sense.
I kind of always just assumed that.
I assumed it, but I was always nervous. I was like, what happens if they're not doing anything? But they would do some job.
I've heard. I've seen, I've heard a lot of good things. That's it. I just heard a lot of good things about it.
Thank you.
So another one from you.
So does Patent Pending collectively do anything good like that too, or is it like kind of just something that you want to do in the future?
Well, we like to eat.
Okay.
We do that. It's bettering ourselves for survival.
Well, I mean, there's so many causes that obviously we are such huge believers in, and any chance we get to help out anything,
We do like what we
Take it.
can, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like,
So have you done like benefit shows?
we've done benefits for like To Write Love on Our Arms and Heart Association and cancer, and
I think today is a show that's
Today's for
helping-
Sandy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sandy
Sandy.
victims. I think. I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure I had it
No, it
exactly
is.
right how it
I
directly
think they're collecting
benefits.
non-perishable
They're doing-
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like one of those kind of deals.
But yeah, like at this point, I feel like every show we do is
something
for a cause, because like we believe in so much stuff and we want to help out, and like if that stuff's not getting helped out, we're not gonna like if there's no Hurricane Sandy relief, like Long Island's gonna be gone, we can't be abandoned anymore.
Yeah.
So it's all stuff that touches close to home that we truly believe a lot in. So we try, we do what we can.
Yeah.
I just don't need, I have credit card points from using my credit card so much, and it turns out you could use those points to donate.
And you
so
did?
it's like, perfect. I didn't have to spend any money because I have none, and I still got to donate.
That's both ends, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's awesome. So, do you have any other random stories from your adventure?
Oh boy.
I'm sure you have a million.
Well, one time in Arkansas, it was very early, like 6 in the morning, and at this point, bicycles are not allowed on the highway. So I'm riding on like side roads, and this road was tiny, like one lane, houses like every half mile, I think. And I pull up, and in the distance, like 20 yards ahead, I see what looks like a dog, like a big dog. I'm like, oh great. And then every day I get chased by dogs because for some reason, no one in America thinks they have to put their dog on a leash. No one. So dogs just chase all day.
To get the bikers out.
Yeah, who knew? And so I was like, all right, cool. And then out of nowhere, the dog like does this weird bark, and from the woods comes like 20 more, and they line up across the street. It turns out, I looked it up. It looks like it might be a pack of wolves. The only thing I have on me is a GPS, an odometer, some clothes, and a pocket knife. So I take out this little stupid pocket knife that I think might help me.
It's a pack of wolves.
And so I'm like this, and I'm all the way on the right side of the street, and I look at the odometer, and like I said, I'm like 20 yards, and my adrenaline's pumping. Literally, like, in my mind is, I'm about to get eaten. So I was like, all right, let's go. So I start pedaling as hard as I can, and I'm holding my knife in one hand, I'm like this, and I shoot to the left like a football move, and then shoot back across. And the wolves like got confused for a little, so I got past most of them, while 2 of them like tried to jump at me, and like at the end.
How close did they get? And do they look like?
They were like right here.
I've heard the story numerous times, and he never tells it any different. It's just I always hear another like part of the story that I want to like add on. And I imagine it look like Disney wolves, like the bad ones, like the big ones, where they have like a big back, and like the snarly face.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
And so they got like this close, and I get by, and I remember looking at the odometer, and at that exact moment when I got to those wolves, I was already going 18 miles per hour. I was just like, damn, I'm cruising, let's go. And they just can't catch up to me. So I call my mom, like, Ma,
wolves.
I'm going on the highway, a wolf pack just tried to attack me. I'll pay whatever tickets it costs to be on the highway. But I'd rather be where people can see me get eaten instead of just like on the side road.
A carcass found like 9 days later.
Another time in California, it was really hot, and I took a break under a bridge. I was just having some water and start riding again, and a cop and an ambulance pull up next to me. Like, hey, were you just under that bridge? I was like, yeah, what's up? Am I in trouble?
What's up?
And they're like, some lady called, they thought you were dead. It's like, but I'm right here.
I think that happens weekly.
Yeah.
From Marc.
Hey, somebody just called, they think you're dead. No, I'm just having this pizza, this buffalo chicken. Wolf. Yeah, so, I mean, it was pretty crazy.
It's unbelievable.
Shit happened.
Oh man. So do you have any other comments that you'd like to make on record?
No comment.
I don't know what this pizza place is.
Answer that.
Okay, play the bit. I don't know what this pizza place is called, but the buffalo chicken is delicious.
This is Crosby Pizza.
Thank you. There it is. Thank you. Thank you for bringing us here.
Hats off to the chef.
What else can I say out loud?
Oh my God.
Some other words. What do you have to say?
Rock and roll.
And if you're not here tonight, come down to FLC next time.
Yeah, or any
show.
Regional show.
You know what? Don't limit yourself to the Bronx.
Yeah,
you know anywhere.
Come see us in Vegas or Houston or
yeah, other cities.
Was it a really obscure place? Manitoba.
Oh, Iowa.
No one plays in Manitoba.
We sometimes play casino in Iowa. Come to that show.
Ooh. We do.
Yeah.
And sometimes I get in trouble for card counting.
Ooh. That's your final comment.
That's it. No more.
Well, thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Time.
Again, thank you for bringing us to this place.
Yeah, it's great. Great experience.
Glad to do it, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Lou.
Yeah.
How's the chef? 1, 2, 3.